Good morning. This is Sean Sandridge again, back with another nonstop video, number 4. So hit that like button, subscribe, tell a friend about me. Make sure you hit the notification bell because you need to find out when I'm putting out another video for this month. The 4th one down and 26 to go. So happy Sunday. So normally I don't really post on Sunday because I'm in church. However, for those of you who saw my video yesterday, know that I was doing all the preparations and getting ready for my husband's birthday, which was an absolute success. He enjoyed the day, and you know, here's a note for those of you. Like I said, my in-laws wanted to have a surprise birthday party for him because, you know, in their mind, they're like, he does things so much for everybody else in the family. He's very much a giver. He very much puts a lot of people above, you know, ahead of himself, you know, when it comes to, you know, the personal things, you know. And I understood the intent, but having a surprise birthday party was really for them, because for him, what we did last night was exactly what he wanted. And, you know, yeah, it's nice for other people to put together something, but if it's not innately who they are, then what's the point? And not to say that he wouldn't have appreciated the party. However, you know, like I told them, this chili cook-off that we do every year and celebrating his birthday at the same time is what he absolutely looks forward. I had the nerve a couple of years ago to say, you know what, why don't we just not do the chili cook-off? He was so hurt about that. He was so like, I could have just said, let's cancel Christmas, you know, because for him, it's the highlight of the year. Because he gets to, you know, I mean, we entertain all year round, but he loves the fact that it is his birthday, and he loves the fact that it is no longer just a chili cook-off. You know, like I said, this is a tradition that it's our, him and I, it's our family's tradition. We did this when we were dating, and it birthed from, let's get together with some friends, you know, when we didn't have any money, and we all just kind of brought something and did things really just to have fun and socialize to, you know, what we were doing yesterday. And that is what he wanted. And it was so great because my house was under construction up until the day before, and it all pulled together. You know, this was the first time I got, because it was his 50th birthday, this was the first time that I really got help from everyone else. You know, my sister-in-law really pitched in and helped me, you know, gather the stuff together and get it, because normally that's my job. Normally I'm the one that does all the running around of getting all the things together and all that. And I had help this year, so I really appreciated it. And who really doesn't want someone to really honor your life? I mean, I don't really know anyone, even if you're that person that says, I don't celebrate birthdays, even if it's not your birthday, you still want people to acknowledge that you are important to them. And birthdays is one of those ways to do it during that time. So we had a fantastic time. It was really great for him because even though there was a lot of our close friends that could not make it, a lot of good friends couldn't make it just because that particular weekend, two things was going on. A lot of our realtor friends were out of town because it's family week at college, and I, you know, completely appreciate that. Go take care of your family in that way. You know, so a lot of people were seeing their children. And then there's a big realtor conference that goes on. and a lot of people were at that, and it was in Boston this year. So we realized that there weren't going to have people be there, but maybe looking forward, maybe next year, because we know that maybe next year we'll do it the weekend before his birthday, just to be mindful of it. And we had people that had never been over our house before, and we had great food. We had the biggest turnout of chili, because normally people will come and they don't bring chili, and the same people every year will go ahead and do the chili and all that, and it's like, really? So we had 12 entries. That's the biggest yet. And so there was great food, great friends, a lot of people who didn't know each other, a few people that like there was 6 degrees of separation. Here's an example. So I have another husband and wife realtor friends, and from the company that I used to work for before we started our own company, and they came over. Incidentally, they actually sold the house that's next door to me to my neighbors. So my colleagues was their realtor. So small world, so that was really great. And so there are a lot of people, and this is really, to be honest, one of the things that is his happiness is to be able to have a house that people feel comfortable to come, chill, listen to music, have great conversation, and if it happens, we play some board games. And he's a huge card player and board game, and he got some of that as well for his birthday. So it was a phenomenal night. I told you yesterday that he said he was going to keep me up all night because he was, this is his birthday. He's going to I guess he was going to turn up. I don't know. But, we started early in the day, mainly because my in-laws, they don't like to be out late at night. And so we had, the party was starting at 3, and people really didn't creep in till about close to 4. We didn't have the chili cook-off with a tasting and all that. And then when it was all said and done, to be honest, my best friend Joyce helped me clean up, and my sister-in-law. And really, when it was all said and done, and my sister-in-law was the last person to leave the house, we were done by 9 o'clock. It was daylight savings time. I gained an extra hour. I wasn't scheduled to sing at church today, and my CrossFit, they had a pop-up at 9, and I was like, I never get a chance to work out on a Sunday, so I was going to take advantage of it. So for me, today has been an awesome day. So I hope everyone has had a great weekend. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow, hopefully, but yesterday when I was saying that there was something I wanted to tell you guys, but I couldn't think of what it was. Okay, so I was strolling on YouTube, and you know how you just watch videos and one kind of link you to another, and it just so happened, I already know I'm not going to do it any justice. It's really just going to be a surface level conversation, but I was really intrigued about this video that I saw, incidentally, about race. And it was about a young woman, a woman who found out that her mother was passing for white. And she wrote a book about it. And it was kind of off of I call it an iconic book. There's a book that's called Black Like Me. And it's an amazing story of a man that, if I can remember correctly, because I read it in school when I was like in the 4th grade or something like that. But it was a man who really decided to undergo this transformation of living as a black man, and how his life was completely different as living as a white man. I believe that was the whole topic of the story. You know, I read the book over 30 years ago. So if I'm not quite right, you know, I'm just doing it off the top of my head. Just put it in the comments. But it's kind of like the cover of that book is where I believe, you know, she got that inspiration. And so the name of her book is White Like She. And I can't remember all of it because I want to talk about it tomorrow, but it was her journey of finding out this secret, and that it was kind of ironic that the person who was interviewing her was Megyn Kelly, who has been disgraced by her comments about being blackface. I just thought it was like a full circle moment, because here it is, you know, off the heels of hearing about Megyn Kelly and making her comment and all that, and then she has done this interview with this woman, and it was just amazing how that whole story turned out. And she found some of her family members very close to her, and so it's a part of American history. It's a part of Black history. You know, I can only imagine what that would be like. So that is what I remembered it last night. That is what I wanted to talk about yesterday, but didn't get a chance to talk about it. So maybe I'll listen to the video again, and I'll be able to kind of pick through what I wanted to say. So that's all I have. It is Nonstop November. It is raining here. I swear the weather doesn't know what it wants to do, but I am not complaining because it is not snow. So take care of yourself and each other. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I will talk to you tomorrow for number 5.